Hey, VC Jeff, back again. Oh man, so still out of work with the back injury, man. Still can't walk very very far. Oh man, leg is messed up, man. Um, yeah, we had a little time. Went down to the family vacation. It was not that far from here, so I was able to at least kind of kick around. No, not kick around, but I sat in the hot tub a bit and had my family had some fun at least. But yeah, I basically can't stand up for 5 minutes or so. Man, it sucks. Sciatica, it sucks. Anyway, yeah, so I had a little opportunity to do a little digging while I was down there. Some of the local shops and whatnot, so that was good. Um, so yeah, so I guess it's been a couple weeks or so since I've done one of these. Anyway, um, jump in here. It's just stuff I've been listening to. So I'm just basically flat on my back a lot. Gary Burton. This is a really awesome one. ECM. So, was it 7 songs for quartet and chamber orchestra? So, actually, I really love this one. Yeah, 4.5 plus. the Maybe it wasn't quite as well received on Discogs for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, actually, my kid really liked it too, which is kind of weird. She's getting really into jazz lately. But yes, it's more of actually, it's very similar to the new Pharoah Sanders. It's kind of like orchestrated neoclassical slash jazz, I guess. So yeah, really, really good one. I really enjoyed this one. It's that sounds interesting to you. You like kind of that neoclassical stuff, or you like that new Pharoah Sanders? Worth checking out that one. This was a cool blast from the past I found. Dropped by a thrift shop. So on Sugar Hill label, this is Grandmaster Melly Mel and the Furious Five. It's a double. It's only got one song. We Don't Work for Free. It's like two versions of that. One instrumental, one not. I guess. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's a pretty fun one. Yeah, I always like that Sugar Hill label, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, in the same vein, I had to pick this one up. DJ Jazzy Jeff, one of their Fresh Prince, one of their better ones. Nightmare on My Street, Freddy Krueger. So it's got three, I guess 3 mixes of that, plus like one like kind of turntablism style track with Will being a little annoying. Actually, obviously, it would have been better without him. But yeah, both are really good. If you ever see them all in the bins, probably don't go for a lot. This one does go for a lot, but I found it on the cheap. Um, Aretha Franklin, Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You. Uh, I want to say this is the first one she did at Muscle Shoals. I'm not 100% on that though. I'm watching that pseudo documentary. What do you call it? On is that Genius? Or whatever. I think it's the Genius one. But yeah, it's pretty good. So Aretha Franklin, Never Loved a Man Like You. Of course, it has that title track. This one has Respect. Uh, got a few other good ones on here. Save Me, I think was Chan's Gonna Come. Yeah, but the original mono, in exceptionally good condition. Still in the shrink. Original inner sleeve, and it's got the orange and purple, whatever. So VG Plus all around. Maybe a little better on the. Yeah, it looks like a new, other than a little bit of discoloration where the shrink wrap was open. It looks pretty damn minty. So quite happy with that one. I think it was pretty damn cheap. And yeah, same shop found this. So not quite as valuable, but it's still pretty cool. What is it as a first present? Again, mono, Supremes, Where Did Our Love Go? It's got got the classic Motown label with the blue or whatever they use all the way up into the 80s, I think, more or less. Or maybe not, I don't know. But I think they use that label for a long time. But yeah, still in the shrink again, pretty cool. So the first A sides basically almost all like their big hits on the East Side. Like, well, all big hits, I should say, not all of their big hits, but Where Did Our Love Go, Baby Love, Come See About Me. Yeah, I think on the B side it wasn't as much, but yeah, it's all a really solid album. You know, everyone knows that 4.5 ish on both those. Finally found a cheap copy of this. That was in good shape. Don't need to say too much about that. Tubular Bells. It's been a while since I listened to that. It was kind of funny, like all the vocalizations and stuff on there. I was like, oh crap, I forgot about that. Very metal. But yeah, I guess on the B side. But yeah, that was the first Virgin Records, of course. So that's the repress. I found an original and that in the same bins, but the original had a bit more scratches on it, so I got the repress. Whatever, I can't remember. It's like $3-4. Some stuff I showed in the past, but I'll show them again because I do really like them. This is a collaboration with Keiji Haino, Jim O'Rourke, and Oren. I always screw up his name. Oren Ambarchi on drums. Yeah, so I don't know what would you call that. So it's sort of it's Japanese experimental, no wavy. I wouldn't go as far as I say is noise. Definitely not for everybody. Sean, you'd really like this one for sure. But yeah, for the bulk of you, yeah, Motoric would love it. For the bulk of you, maybe not so much, but I really love that album. 4.5 on that one. 5 stars on this one. Kid didn't like this one as much. Did do a lot of listening with the kid. So Art Ensemble of Chicago. I showed this in my earlier video. So yeah, I was kind of sitting out, so I threw it on the turntable. So the Japanese pressing might be a second pressing, not 100%. But I think this is Andrew's like favorite Art Ensemble album. But really, really good. You know, free jazz, minimalism. I do need to run that through the cleaner though. It's got a slight more surface noise than I'd like, but otherwise it looks pristine. Yeah, this is a good one. Yoshiaki Masao. So mid-70s. I paid not a whole lot for this in Japan, like 4 or 5, I think. They go for a lot more in the States. Yeah, pretty good like piano jazz. It's a pretty solid album. 4 to 4.5 on that one. It's quite solid. This one's a solid 4.5. Love this one. Kid loves this one. The B-side's got some cool, that kind of guttural monk chanting stuff. I know I've shown this before, but this is an awesome one. So, of course, Toshiko Akiyoshi, and she's married to Lou Tabakin, but yeah, she's a Japanese pianist that came over, I think, in the like mid to late 50s. Minor celebrity, kind of made her, very technical pianist, but she started getting into like big band later. So this is a big band album, but it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good actually, especially like the B side where they get a little more experimental. And yeah, another one the kid picked out. Kids have been on a Japanese binge lately. So I think Japanese like I want to listen to more Japanese stuff. Okay. Not as much into the noise though. She's kind of claimed all my stuff that's not noise. But yeah, this is surprisingly good. I found this really 50s or something. I don't know. But the album's actually in really good shape for some usual for kid albums. But as far as a Sesame Street album and the disco, it's actually a pretty good disco album. If you see that, you want a little nostalgia trip. If you remember that album, it's actually pretty damn good. Yeah, the rest of the stuff, CDs, these are more or less newer purchases. This was part of, I still have like 4 or 5 more to go, I believe, but this was part of that K-Rex haul. I think it's like 20 CDs for $20 or something ridiculously cheap. Yeah, so Dennis Driscoll, Voices in Fog, so it's a little atypical for K-Rex. It's very much in the folk category, but really, really good album. Yeah, a very solid 4.5 on that one. Again, kind of bulky. I don't know if I'd give it maybe a 4-ish. The packaging on this was really cool though, so I only feel like $1 for this at the Thrift. I never got massively into Anna DeFranco, but always kind of liked her. So nice embossed, yeah, die cut, and then this is all embossed. With nice packaging on this, but pretty solid album too. So that kind of folky rock, singer-songwriter stuff. Again, this got it on the cheap, but these do go for some money. The Shins, what's this called? Open Virtual World. They're one of those bands like, I don't know, it was like that period I was like doing a lot of traveling, and I was spending all my time scuba diving, stuff in Hawaii, and traveling through Asia. So wasn't as much into music, so I never got fully into the Shins. But yeah, other albums I've heard, like I didn't get into as much. This one I did really like, at least a 4. It's kind of growing on me. John Doe of X. This one's really good. Forever Hasn't Happened Yet. Kind of a shorter album, so maybe it's intended for album or something. I don't know. It's only, I think it's just over 30 minutes. Short and sweet. A little more in that kind of country rockish vein that he was exploring with the Knitters and all that. Singer songwriting, that kind of stuff. Drive-by truckers and that kind of vein. But yeah, really, it's a really good one. Some of the other ones I've heard of his solo stuff is not as good. This one's pretty damn solid. 4.5 on that. Another cheapy find. Know this one. Guys, chill music. Don't have to go into that. Crosby, Stills, Nash. Worth checking out if you see it on the cheap. Pretty easy to find on vinyl too. It's usually beat to hell. Morrissey, Bottom Drag. Found this for like $1 or something. I don't know. Don't like Morrissey that much as a person, but yeah, this album's damn good. If you see it, yeah, 4.5-ish on that. It's a comp of his early work. It's worth finding. This one definitely probably never been shown on the VC before, except maybe I think I've shown it possibly. Saddles. This is, I think, their second album. So they're outfit out of Tokyo. I think I've seen them a couple times, but yeah, they're really good. And then yeah, they're kind of in that kind of Neil. Yeah, I can't talk to it. Yeah, too much sugar candy. Neil Young kind of vibes from these guys, but really, really good albums. Yeah, 4.5 or something. A lot of these are really good. Again, not one for everybody. This one's really awesome. This is Tenko in Ikuimori as Death Praxis Mystery. That's the Obi strip. So Japanese artists operating out of New York. Mori especially was very active in the New York no wave scene. So kind of minimalism, kind of has a little bit of that no wave vibe, but really good album. So Death Praxis, and it's all the songs on here are like inspired by mystery writers or mystery stories, or I guess I think that was what they were going for. Definitely need to give some more listens, but really good album. Let's listen to this before vacation. It's definitely going to have to listen to a couple more times, but at least a 4, maybe 4.5 for me. But yeah, definitely not for everyone. It's a bit experimental. But this one I think would have a pretty good following on the VC. Duggan. I won't screw up the name. So Tadet Lundet? I don't know. I think they're Swedish or Norwegian, but it's this is like a mid-90s release. You can still get the vinyl fairly easily, and it's not like crazy expensive. But yeah, if you get the CDs, you get this this version. I guess is the one you'd want to get. This has a bonus track, or bonus disc, which has like an additional 4 or 5 tracks on it. So yeah, for me, it's just like this was a no-brainer. I got on eBay for something like $5 or $6 shipped. It was ridiculously cheap. But vinyl, I still think you can hunt it down for like $20 or so. But yeah, the trick is finding it in the States, I think. But this one got a statewide release, I want to say. Yeah, this is a stateside release, yeah. Kimado Records. But yeah, this one's really solid. Yeah, mid-90s psych, They have they're fairly prolific. And I think I've seen other people show this on the VC. Maybe Steve Carlson. I don't know. So I think I've seen this on VC, but this is I think considered one of their better albums, if not their best album. But yeah, you can definitely get the CD on the cheap, and then the vinyl's not. I don't think it's like crazy money. You can still hunt it down, but you might have to ship it from Sweden or something like that. So yeah, whatever. I highly recommend that one. Not heavy psych. It's just, it's Spaceman 3-ish. It's in that vein. Yep, specials. This is a singles collection. Again, found it on the cheap. This one's worth getting. It's pulling from a lot of their albums, but I think it's like the singles versions. And this is pretty good double CD comp. Very best Elvis Costello. Not as big of a fan as his later material, but it's still a really good comp if you see it. I don't think it goes for a ton of money. I don't know. I think I got that one for free. As I got this one. This one's kind of an interesting one. Takako Minikawa. She had a little bit of a cult following in the 90s. I think I had some of her singles back in the day, but I never had the full albums. So this is like a singles comp, I believe. So Takako Minikawa being the last name, family name. So this one gets a little bit noisier. She's kind of in that kind of J-pop vein, but she was a little more underground. But this one, she gets a lot more experimental. There's a little bit more noise kind of stuff on there. So kids enjoyed half the album, the other half of it. This is too noisy. Yeah, kind of a little Sonic Youth or whatever influence there. So again, probably mid 90s-ish. But no, late 90s. Okay, 99. That's I think on Emperor Norton Records. There you go. And then another freebie I got a while back. But yeah, it's kind of relaxing. I don't know, man. I'm getting old. I'm enjoying Enya now. But yeah, it's a decent album. Anyway, hope everyone's well. So I think I got another couple weeks off work on my back, or at least sitting down. Can't walk. I don't worth a damn anymore. But hopefully I can recover without surgery. Let's hope. Originally was going to go camping tomorrow, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Take care, everyone, and hope you're well. You're doing better than I am. And catch you on the flip side or whatever, man. Get over and end these damn videos. Later.